Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers and welcome newcomers. I hope you guys enjoy what you see on my channel, and if so, be part of this journey with us, one big beautiful family, by hitting that subscription button. Of course, it's free of charge. You don't pay for anything. And also, if you like the videos, to give it those thumbs up. It's extremely important. Make your comment, suggestion, any advice or anything you'd like me to create. I want to mention I do have a crochet private group. You're more than welcome to join as long as you have a profile. I also have a crochet page, everything under the same name, Crochet Art Tutorials by Maggie Lopez, Instagram and TikTok. So you can follow me through there or be part of it with us. And enjoy all of the beauty queens that I have in the group, right? One big beautiful family there. So I use a 2.75 hook, a small one to tuck in, and a pair of scissors most of the time. Some patterns I'll use a 3 or 3.5 depending on how big I want the pattern, or if there's a lot of small little details, then my stitch is so tight I need to go bigger. Also reminding that people have a very tight tension, use a size or two bigger than your normal so it doesn't crumple up or wave up. If you're too loose, then use a size or two smaller so you can have a nice perfection doily or pattern, whatever you're creating. Please share. Sharing is caring. It helps the channel tremendously. And I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all the women that have been sharing quite a bit, especially Miss Charmaine Smith. Thank you so much. And thanking the women that have helped the women in need for thread. So if you're considering to donate some money, there's a little bag below the video that says thanks. That belongs to YouTube, of course. They take 30% off of whatever you're giving, or there's my PayPal account below in the description box. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We're going to get started. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, everyone, so we're going to do a small round doily. You could use it anywhere. It could be used for a placemat also. I have quite a bit of leftover thread, so I'll just use this pink. For sample, of course. These are 4-ply 100% cotton thread, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton. My thread's a little bit thinner, so my pieces become a little bit smaller if you're using Aunt Lydia number 3. I'm going to use a 2.75 hook, a small one to tuck in loose ends, and of course a pair of scissors. Thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up if you enjoy the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It helps the channel quite a bit. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. So the first thing you want to do is the magic circle, or you can do a 6 chain. Okay. Inside of this magic circle, I'm going to do 11 singles. So I did 1 chain to secure my magic circle. I have my first single, 2, 3. I'm going to go all the way around it until I have 11 singles. I've done my 11 singles. I'll pull on my string and close up my circle. I'm going to come on my first single with a slip stitch. Of course, my tension is always tight, so the first one is always hard to get in. If your tension's tight, then you should always use a hook or 2 bigger than your normal. Okay, I'm going to do 1, 2, chain. I'm coming back in on the same space. So 2 for double crochet for me and 2 more for space. I'm coming back in the same space, trying to move that little string behind, and I'm going to do a double crochet. Again, 2 chain for space. In the next stitch, double crochet. We're using all 11 stitches. We'll end up, because we did 1 on the same space, we'll end up with 12 double crochets and 2 chain space between them. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. So I did my 2 chain going into the last stitch with double crochet, chain 2. I'm going to close it in my second double crochet, that second chain that I went up when I started the very first one. So now I have 12 double crochets. I'm going to come back in the same space and create a single and 2 chains, and this is how normally I start my double crochet. I'm coming back in the same space and doing a double crochet, chain 2, coming in the second. So we're working on top of the double crochet from the previous row. We're going to count this as row 2. I'm not going to count row 1 as the singles because it's so tiny. So this is second row from the 12 double crochets. Again, chain 2, come into the next double crochet and do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. Okay, everyone, so I've closed after doing my 2 chain on my second chain from where I went up single and 2 chain. I'm going to come back in the same stitch. So this is row 3. Remember what I said, I'm not counting the singles, okay? 1, 2, and 3. Single, 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. I'm coming back in the same stitch, the very first one, and doing an increase of another double crochet. So we have 2 together in the first double crochet. Chain 2. Repeating the same thing again. 2 double crochets in the same stitch, the first stitch. So we're going to keep increasing, and then we'll decrease when we get there. Okay, chain 2 space in the first one, 2 together in the same stitch, and 1 on the second one. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've closed up with a slip stitch. I'm coming back in again, single, 2 chain, still doing my increase. We're going to do increase until we have 9 double crochets. Okay, the only difference is on that row of the 9 double crochets, when we get to do 9 double crochets, because we're always going to increase the first one, we'll have chain 3. That's the only difference for now until row of 8 double crochets. It's always 2 chain. Only when we have the row of 9 double crochets, then we start increasing on the chain. Okay, so 2 chain space, double crochet on the 2 double crochet on the first one, and then 1 per stitch. Okay, so I'm going to continue mine until I have 8 double crochets completed with 2 chain space, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, everyone, so I've completed my row with 8 double crochets and 2 chain. I've started my row with 9, always the increase. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows with 9 double crochet. Now here we're going to do a 3 chain instead of 2, so it doesn't start pulling. 1, 2, 3 chain, coming again and just repeating the same thing. 2 double crochets in the first stitch and then 1 per stitch. Total of 9 double crochets. Chain 3 and repeat. 2 double crochets on the first and 1 per stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of this row 9. Okay, everyone, so finished row 9. We're going to start to decrease. So I closed in with a slip stitch on the first one. I'm going to do the walk to my second double crochet. I'm not going to work the first one and the last one. So I'm going to start my double crochet on the second one. So I did a walk with a slip stitch. I'm coming back in to do a single because that's how I start my double crochet, and 2 chain, and then 1 per stitch. I will have a total of 7 double crochets, skipping the first double crochet and not doing the last double crochet. So I don't do this one, I don't do that one. 2, 4, 6, 7, chain 2. I'm going to come in the center, the middle chain here of the 3 chains. We have 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do a V. So double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to come back in the same one and create another double crochet so I can have my V, chain 2. I'm going to skip the first one and come into the second and create my 7 double crochets again. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way, creating the V in the 3 chain space. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't do the first, we don't do the last. Chain 2, skip the first chain, go into the center one. We have 3 chains there. Double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and create your V again. 1, 2 chain, skip the first one, go into the second, and create your 7 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, finished row 10, going to row 11. We're going to skip the first double crochet. I'm going to do the walk to the second one. I'm going to come back in, do my single, my 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. So we're skipping the first and the last, exactly how we did on row 9, the previous row. So we'll have 5 double crochets. We don't do the first, we don't do the last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm going to come inside of my V and I'm going to do 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3 chains. Skip the first one. Come into your second stitch and do your 5 double crochets, 1 per space. We don't do the first and we don't do the last. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. 5 double crochets, skipping the first double crochet, 3 chain, coming in the V, 5 double crochets, 3 chains, skip the first and continue your 5 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 11, going into row 12. We're still going to continue to decrease by not doing the first double crochet nor the last. So slip stitch into the second double crochet, single, 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. Next stitch, double crochet and double crochet. So now we have 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 chain. Coming into the first double crochet of the 5 with double crochet, 1, 2 chain, into the second double crochet, 1, 2 chain. So we're going to do all 5 of them, space of 2 chain between them. One, 2, 3 chain. Skip the first one, come into the second. And repeat everything again. So very simple. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 12, going to row 13, which is my last row. Now, if you wanted to go bigger, all you had to do, instead of stopping at 9, you could go 11, 13. You can go bigger on here and then just keep cutting down by 2 double crochets, the first and the last. Okay, so I'm going to walk over to the next one with a single, okay, 2 chain. I'm coming in that first double crochet and I'm going to do a double crochet. I'm doing 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm coming back in with picot. I'm going to come back in the same one and do a double crochet. So I have 2 in the same stitch with picot in the center. Into the next one. Double crochet, 1, 2, 3 chain. Picot, and again, double crochet in the same stitch. Again, double crochet, 1, 2, 3 chain. Picot, coming back in and doing double crochet. We're going to do this to all 5 of them. Very simple. And on my last one, double crochet, 3 chain, picot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like little V's here, 2 on the same stitch. I'm going to do 1, 2 chain, coming into the center, single, 1, 2 chain, and repeat everything again. Double crochet, 1, 2, 3, picot, back in the same stitch with double crochet. Into the next one, double crochet, 3 chain, picot with single, of course, and then double crochet in the same stitch. So this pretty much does it for this little small doily tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. It has been around for quite some time. A lot of my Brazilian friends have created, so I am not the official creator of this design, but it's been around for quite a few years anyway. I have created many of these, but I'm not the designer of this pattern. Don't know who it is. It's been many years around. Okay, so I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you so much, everybody. If you liked it, please give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. And I'll leave the measurements in the description box. Thank you so much, everyone. Much hug and love to every single one of you. Bye-bye until next time.